Hey guys, welcome back from Majestic Loons. My name is Greg, and we're back. MLS is back. First game preview for Minnesota United versus Austin FC Saturday, February 24th at Q2 Stadium, 7:30 p.m. kickoff. First match of the season. MLS is back, and I guess it did kick off. Wednesday. Proper weekend, amazing, loving it. Let's just get into it. Austin, they finished 12th last season. I think they were below us. It was kind of a down year because of 2022. They had a great 2022. Not so good 2023. I think everybody's saying this year is kind of like rebuilding stage, rebuilding for Austin. Um, I mean, it seems like they really par with Minnesota with not bringing in too many new players. At least still having a permanent head coach, which I mean we already know how good Austin are in qualities like they have Stuber, who I think is a very capable goalkeeper in this league. Alex Ring, I think they had some injuries last year, and even though I think he's one of the best defensive midfielders in MLS. I think they moved him um into in the center of defense. Of course, Sebastian Jerussi, kind of their star, number 10 Argentinian. Daniel Pereira, Giassi Zardes, who he's still good. Emiliano Rigoni, of course, Ethan Finley, former Loon, always love, um, no respect, of that all under Josh Wolf, who I feel like if they don't, you know, have another good year, I feel like, potentially I would maybe see Josh Wolf being one of the first. Not be surprised if he was one of the first managers to get fired this season. But after Austin, well, let's just bring in let's talk Minnesota. It's a new era. The kind of the first host Heath, you know, firing him with 2 games left, and having Sean McCauley, taking over the last two, and then him leaving to go take the head coaching role at USL Championship side Indy 11. So wish him the best in that. Um, of course, that means new chief soccer officer Khalid El Ahmad, who from people I've heard, and this ain't nothing but the good stuff. Even though he was with Barnsley and some stuff, and then of course the new our manager right now, Cameron Knowles. I think he's good, but um interim, and then um having a name like Eric Ramsey, Manchester United assistant coach. I think he initially came in as a set piece coach and a player development, and I think it was then like 20, it's been 24 hours. I mean, it broke on Monday that he was the front runner, and they were, and then it was about a day ago. I think it was about Thursday night that it broke that everything was finalized, just waiting for the announcement of um Eric Grant. It was just crazy. Turned 32 last week. It's just, he'll be uh, young, and it might be a gamble taking a guy on unproven, but I'm just glad it's not one of the pool of MLS coaches. I think they said like one of I think we had two European managers in Europe that were a finalist, and we had two, domestic. I think the two were Robin Fraser and Gio Savarese. So um I think I've seen us linked with. I think we were linked with Savarese before when we were hiring Heath. Um so yeah, no, that's definitely something to look forward to. As far as, our other signings, I mean, I feel like we really didn't make that much big signings. I mean, Lude is, I feel like, gonna be a new player with his after losing him early in the season. But I think the really only one maybe would be the Victor, Eriksson, this young 23-year-old Swedish center back that we signed, who, maybe he can, if he, is playing good, good enough that he, you know, takes Boxy, because, Boxy, like good. I mean, maybe this is Boxy's last season. I also think we did really good with our super draft. Of course, we picked two young guys. I think two of them, or out of the four, two of them, I think are going to stay in college. Of course, we have Baccarat, who I think looks really good, and then of course we have Morris Duggan, who Minnesota announced that they had signed to a 1 year deal plus 3 option years. And I think they said one of the things is they want us to get, we're going to be adopting a get young and a high pressing. So, and then as far as player availability, Bongi, he missed quite a bit of I think preseason, because he was getting the green card in South Africa, but I think he was still like working on his fitness while he was there. Of course, also, you know, might have come a week late, but he showed up. Kind of been having a bit of a knock. And then Ariaga kind of has a bit where he is questionable. So with that, I'm going to get into my starting 11 for this game. In between six, DSC, backline Taylor, Boxy, Tapias, Rosales, left back. I want to see Rosales be more, maybe better knowing when to attack and when to not, because it seems like sometimes he's maybe caught up too far up the pitch at times. Um, Three in midfield. I think I'm gonna go Lude, Trap, and Dotson. More like 3-4-3-3, holding with Trap in that defensive midfield role, and then front three of Zingin, Young, Pookie, and Vegapane. Um, yeah, no, that's my starting 11. That's gonna uh kick off and end this match preview. MLS is back. Minnesota United is back. So let's hope for the best, and come on, you Loons.